Hi everybody, I'm Jack. This is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. I'm just enjoying a nice gray, rainy, dreary Sunday here in my world, because who doesn't enjoy just a lazy, rainy Sunday every once in a while? Went out and got some food a little while ago, had to get a few supplies, and now the only other thing I might do, I might go to the gym, or I might just decide to just have a total rest weekend. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. Got a different new shirt on today. Seems like I got a new shirt every day these days. Got a bunch to take to Costa Rica with me. The only difference is perception. Go vegan. Really like this design. To be quite honest, I think it would work better on one of the darker colors. But anyhow, I'll put a link to it in the description below. Today I want to talk about raw food diet trends and gimmicks, and just some thoughts on them, and like, once again, why these just aren't the best way to go. I do videos every day, so if you haven't already done it, please subscribe to my channel now. Then hit that little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. You know, I've talked about this in different videos before. I've included it in there, and you probably already know my views on trends and gimmicks. That's just not my thing in this lifestyle. And you know, the number one reason is because they can't be sustained. That's what I keep saying over and over. This gimmicky stuff, this trendy stuff, it can't be sustained. Play around with it, dabble with it. If you got to try to prove me wrong, do it. But you're going to have to learn how to eat, and you're going to have to learn how to eat a balanced diet at some point. You can't live on an island. You can't do a grape fast. You can't do this or that all the time. You're going to have to learn how to eat. And you know, how many people and programs have I seen come and go in these last 6 years? And we're talking big names here, bigger names. And you know, it's funny too. Once a big name YouTuber or Instagrammer or whatever stops doing what they're doing, especially when it comes to the raw part of it, because usually they're trying to do something ridiculous and be all extreme or whatever, we all hear a collective sigh from all the people that follow them. And this, in a way, that just kind of irks me, because it's like watching people be like sheep. Like you're just following some of these people around. And the second, I'm talking about the second, there's no lag whatsoever. The second they stop doing whatever they're doing, all their legion of followers don't even think for themselves. They don't they'll do whatever. They're led wherever they're going to go, and then they can go from no fat to high fat overnight because their guru and leader told them to do it. I don't know, but I don't roll like that. I just don't, you know what? I'm the ultimate authority. That may sound arrogant, but I'm the ultimate authority when it comes to what goes into my body. And I'm not just going to be willy-nilly because some dude that's got a big channel on YouTube or a big following, all of a sudden he's decided to do this. What does that really have to do in my world? And you watch them tap out. It's always kind of gratifying, the more so that they're preachy about it, and the more so they're raw as law, and this has to be, and that has to be. I'm sorry, there's sort of a perverse satisfaction in me when they have to tap out. You know what I mean? When tap out, that's like MMA, when the fighter has to stop, give up, say I can't take it anymore, they tap out. And it's always a little gratifying to see the ones that are just the hardest preachers of all tap out a little bit. The islands, you know, even the terminology comes and goes. I don't hear anybody talk about islands anymore. Did islands go away, or am I just not happening to see this anymore? I remember 3 or 4 years ago, somebody was going to an island almost every week. Island, island, island in the vocabulary. Juicing. Juicing's another one that comes in and out of fashion. Juicing's all the rage. Everybody must juice. You got to juice to be healthy on this lifestyle. No, juicing's not bad. Juicing's not good for you. You're not getting the fiber. You're getting blood sugar. Blah, 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 blah. Same with fat. The holy fat. Fat's a religious subject. If you're pretty new to this lifestyle, the more you watch videos and watch stuff, you're going to find out that fat is a religious tenet in this way of life. People get angry, and they get passionate about their love of low fat or their love of higher fat, and they go in on both versions. And even with fruit. even with our lovely, lovely fruit. I could never imagine. And once again, like if you want to do any of this stuff, you're more than willing. Just think for yourself. That's all I'm saying. But I could never imagine. I would have no desire to do this lifestyle without being very high fruit. That's just me. That's just me. As a raw person, I can't even imagine my raw food diet not being fruit-based. But like I say, that's just me, and it comes and it goes. Which all along, I'm talking like listen, this is a marathon. That's why I'm always saying using those euphemisms from marathons. It's a marathon, not a sprint. And just stay the course. Stay the course. It's worked for me. Or I guess it's worked for me. I feel great. Who knows? Maybe the wheels fall off tomorrow, next year. Maybe in year 7, you know, we find out that I've been doing it all wrong and I have some major health issues. But I feel great. And one reason I feel great is I've adapted. I've made changes as I go. I'm not stubborn, and I have made mistakes. But I don't make these big shifts. I don't go from way over here to way over here. And I'm not trying this thing and then this crazy fad to do with it. I like to just try to include a little bit of common sense in my eating. Common sense goes a long way. So many people seem to be caught up and not valuing their intelligence highly enough. People will ask questions like, you know, they need a set answer, and if they don't get this definitive answer, what am I going to do? Use your common sense, use your best judgment, and educate yourself. Keep continually educating yourself will improve this judgment, will improve this intuition, but it's not rocket science. It's like you put stuff into your body, you feel good. You take away stuff out of your diet, you feel good. And, you know, detox, 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 the elephant in the room. Oh, but no, you're not going to feel horrible for a long period of time before you start feeling better. Yes, there is some detox and there's things you can do with that, but if you're not feeling good from what you're eating, or if you're not able to sustain what you're eating, you're not going to stick to it. And if you can't stick to it, you know, what's the purpose? But anyhow, just listen. Stop the gimmicky stuff. Stop the trendy stuff. And hey, maybe I'm showing my age by this video, because we live in a world of trend now, trendy with the internet. Like, things change every 15 minutes, so people are constantly updating like with that. Maybe it's because I'm a little bit more old school. I stick to something a little bit longer. I don't try something for 15 minutes, have unrealistic expectations of results, and then bounce and jump and move on to the next thing when it's all, you know, when it doesn't work out in 15 minutes. But anyhow, that's just kind of my opinion on the thing. Think a little bit more for yourself. You have everything within yourself you need to do this lifestyle. You don't need me. You don't need this person over there. You don't need this person over there. They could ban uploading any more new YouTube videos on this subject. They could ban ever writing another post on the raw food lifestyle, plant-based lifestyle, and it's all out there. We're assuming that none of the current stuff goes away. If I put you in a room in the Himalayas where you couldn't have contact with anybody personally for 2 years, but I gave you internet access, it's all out there. You can figure all this stuff out there. All this stuff is within you, and it's on this big thing called the internet. So take a little bit more responsibility and don't just be that sheep following the biggest YouTube channel out there, or the biggest Instagram account, or whatever. You know, because the biggest accounts and the bigger people aren't always given the best advice. I've found that out in so many areas of life. That translates, just to do a quick jump over there, that would translate to Wall Street, that would translate to sports betting, both things I've, you know, studied a bit. When you follow the crowd, things don't generally end up all that well for you. Anyhow, just my 2 cents worth. Hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. I hope your week's off to a great start. Hope you have a great week, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace.